What's up, guys? I am back again for, I don't know if I'm going to call this a series, but I'll just go with that right now. I'm second part in the series of me giving you guys recommendations and films. The other day I gave you a recommendation for the movie The 40-Year-Old Virgin, which I highly recommended to you guys. I'm saying it was a comedy classic, and I still believe that it holds up till this day from 2005 all the way to now. But today I'm here to give you another recommendation of another comedy classic, I feel. Though it's more of like a romantic comedy movie. I'm talking about 10 Things I Hate About You. I think it was 1999 when this came out, around there. It stars Heath Ledger as Verona, Julia Stiles as Kat Stratford, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Cameron, Larissa Oleynik as Bianca Stratford, David Krumholtz as Michael. He plays Joseph Gordon-Levitt's sidekick, basically his friend. Andrew Keegan plays Joey. I found some funny information about him on the internet the other day. I guess apparently because he was kind of like a semi-big actor. I saw him in Seventh Heaven. I saw him in a few other movies in the 90s and early 2000s. But I guess he stopped acting to be a part of a cult. I don't know, quote unquote, but yeah, he's took a 180 turn, so he's doing something totally different now. But I just thought that was very weird and interesting at the same time. But yeah, just some funny info I thought I would just shout out there. We also got Gabrielle Union as Chastity. She plays Bianca's friend, I guess. And Larry Miller, he plays the father of Kat and Bianca Stratford. I see him in a fair amount of movies. Never knew his name until I just looked it up right now. So he's one of those actors that you see around, but you never really know his name, which I find funny. But yeah, now I know his name, Larry Miller. Simple name too. I feel like it would have been easy to know that name. And for main actors, I think that's it. Yeah. So 10 Things I Hate About You. Also, before I go on, the other day when I gave you the recommendation basically, of 40-Year-Old Virgin, I think I gave minor spoilers for people who haven't seen the movie yet, and I kind of feel bad now, so I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think I'm going to spoil the movie that much, because I feel like if people have not seen this movie yet, I don't want to ruin it for them, but there will probably be some minor spoilers in this video where I will talk about some plot details that could go into spoiler territory. So just a warning, minor spoilers. So I'll give you a basic rundown of the film right now. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character goes to this new school. He sees this girl he likes. She can't date unless her older sister dates. So he devises this plan where he gets Joey to pay Heath Ledger's character, Verona, to go out with Kat. Verona doesn't know that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the brains behind the organization, and so in the end, when he starts going out with Kat, Joey gets to date Bianca, but Bianca, who has a crush on Joey, finds out that Joey's not really what she wants. So then Joseph Gordon-Levitt already felt like he was going to get a chance with her, but then she seemed like she wasn't interested. But after the whole breakup thing with her and Joey and stuff, and them not getting along, she finds out that she does indeed like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. I mean, there are some minor, where something happens where they break up, then they get back together, they break up, get back together. I mean, it's a typical formulaic plot of a rom-com, basically. Something bad happens, they fight, they end things, then he tries to win her back, he gets with her again, but then something else happens and also just detracts from them being together. So yeah, it's just really a run-of-the-mill type of movie, honestly. It's nothing really that amazing about this film, but it's also what gives to the charm of this film, basically. It's a very charming movie. I mean, the movie is basically a modern take of Shakespeare's play, The Taming of the Shrew, which I really think is cool that they did it in the 90s when Shakespeare was around all the way back in those days. And so it's just cool to see how it would play out now in the modern day. Well, not really modern anymore. This was over 20 years ago, so semi-modern. Other than that, I just gotta say, 10 Things I Hate About You, I really dig this movie. It's a really great movie, and I highly recommend it for your viewing pleasure, to be honest. If you're just at home, it's on Disney Plus right now. I thought it was on another streaming app, which I find funny why it's on Disney Plus. I mean, it's not a rated R movie, it's PG-13, but I feel like it's not really around Disney's type of films that they want to put out right now. But I mean, it's also an old movie, so it's kind of semi-tame. So it's more for teenager and adult viewings more than children. But I mean, like, there's nothing really bad about it. It's PG-13. So if your children want to watch it with you, I feel it's okay too. So I put this movie basically under kind of fairy tale like type stuff, even though it's not really like a Disney movie type of fairy tale, like a princess movie, but it's just the way they kind of act in the movie. It's not really how, because there's some words that are kind of like theatrical, like, because it's basically, like I said, it's basically put on from like a Shakespeare. I feel that it's cool that they also use kind of the lingo and the way they used to talk in those days into this movie, like not a lot, but they put it like subtle hints in there. I think that's cool too. And this is also late 90s movie, but 99 I think, but there's a lot of 90s nostalgia, like the type of music. Verona goes into this club to try to get Kat's attention and ask her out, and the club they're kind of at is kind of like a typical girly rock band type club that you would see back in the 90s, where it's just like a lot of, I wouldn't say tough girls, but it's like I didn't see any dude in there except Verona. And the way they dress is kind of really 90s, and it's really a good movie for nostalgia purposes. And the music too is pretty good. Gil Junger, yeah, I think that's how you say it. Gil Junger, he directed this film, and honestly, I've never heard of his name before, so I had to look up what he has done. And he, I guess some of the big things that he's done is Black Knight with Martin Lawrence, so that's a semi-big movie, I guess. And then also Ellen's old show in like early 2000s, I think, late 90s, like before she had her own talk show. So yeah, he's not really a really renowned, famous director, but I mean, this movie was pretty good, and yeah, I haven't heard from him after this, so I don't know what happened to him, but I would like to see more movies like this. 10 Things I Hate About You. It's also like, if you've ever seen the movie Not Another Teen Movie, I feel it also plays off kind of like that type of vibe. Not really, because that's kind of like a mocking type of scary movie, kind of one of those movies where they mock other movies. I think it's mocking that Freddie Prinze Jr. movie, I forgot what it's called, but it's like those type of date movies where they want to turn this girl who's a nerd into someone popular and stuff, and like it's for a bet. I mean, like, how mean is that? But like, those were the type of movies back then. So it's like around that kind of area, those 90 movies, and like, I just feel like this is a good movie to watch with a couple pals or a date or something like that. Just throw on. It's on Disney Plus, like I said, and it's just, yeah, I feel like it's just a good time, and I highly recommend it for your viewing pleasure. And I feel like you won't regret watching this movie if you've never watched it. It also, oh, I forgot to bring up that seeing Heath Ledger in this type of movie and just him, and there's a scene where he starts singing to gain Kat's attention again and try to win her back. It's just, it really makes you miss Heath Ledger. He was like a really underrated, before The Dark Knight, underrated actor and very talented, and it's just so sad to see him go so soon at the age of 28. And just like, I feel like he had a lot more in him and a lot more roles he could have played, and it's just like such a talented guy, and it's just wasted. And it made it, I mean, I was watching this with a friend again, like same guy I watched 40-Year-Old Virgin with, and he was just saying like, damn, this movie's making me sad. And I was like, why? And he's like, oh, because of Heath. And I was like, yeah, I get that. And so yeah, if you're really a big Heath Ledger fan, I highly recommend you watch this movie, because he does really great. And I mean, even though if his role is not like Joker level or like Brokeback Mountain level, around that area, I mean, like, he still does a really good job for the role he's playing. And just like, he plays this tough guy, and he's kind of quiet and stuff, and just, yeah, it makes you miss Heath Ledger. That's just another point I'm going to point out. So that basically is me giving you a rundown of this film, and I hope I gave you enough information for you to feel intrigued about going to watch this movie if you have not yet, or rewatching it. Like I said, Disney Plus, go watch it if you have the app, or just rent it, whatever else people do nowadays, stream it. Yeah, just go watch it. I mean, we have a lot of time now on quarantine and stuff, especially if people are still on unemployment. I mean, I just feel like it's a great time to be binging movies right now. What do I give this movie out of an A to F rating? I'd give it a solid B. It's just really a guilty pleasure movie, and it's really something that's sweet harmless, has a good, sweet ending to it. Guy gets a girl, basically. It's just something that you would want to see in a movie that I feel like there's not a lot of movies that are made like this anymore. And as sweet as this movie is, and it's just a really good movie. Just take my word for it, please. So, 10 Things I Hate About You, really liked it. On to my next video. I will tell you in my next video what the movie will be. I'll leave it as a secret, but I think I'm going to do another one of these, and I like recommending these movies to you guys. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen 10 Things I Hate About You, and how you feel about the movie, and how you rate this from Heath Ledger's performances. Where would you put this? So I mean, like, with top 5 performances, top 10. I mean, I feel like he didn't have a lot of movies on him by the time he passed, which is also another sad thing. But like, yeah, out of a scale, would you rank this in Heath Ledger's performances? Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, if you have not already done so. Yeah, I'm still starting out, still trying to get in the swing of things, still trying to have a good time. I'm still trying to think of what movie I will do next for my movie commentary review / viewing with you guys. I think it has to be a good one. I don't know if I'm going to start a new series yet, but maybe I will. I don't know. But in the meantime, I think maybe I should do a movie that I haven't seen yet with you guys. We'll see. Or maybe I'll be in the mood for another movie. I don't know yet, but stay tuned and you guys will find out. All right? I hope you guys are having a great day and enjoying life and making the most of everything right now. Yeah, have a fun time. Live life. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.